Stuff, we are at Camp McCarran. A NCR locale.
Hello.
I heard you killed Driver Nafai. My team would have liked to get a... If they've proven hard... We're the finest... Some of my team aren't without their...
What happened to Sterling?
Corporal Sterling was an NCR ranger until he was captured by the Legion. They tortured him pretty badly. He wasn't able to be a ranger after that, but his eyes are still sharp, so I had him transferred to 1st Recon.
And Betsy?
Cook, one of the fiends, ambushed her and 10 of Spades. They both managed to escape, but not before Cook raped her.
Jesus.
Betsy shrugged it off like it was nothing, but her behavior keeps getting worse. Always making passes at every woman who wanders by. It's inappropriate for anyone at 1st Recon to behave that way. I could discipline her, but I'd rather she get medical help.
I could talk to her about that.
I'd appreciate it. As her CO, I could order her to get help, but I'd have her agree with the idea. Where the f... Get...
Well, Corporal?
Girl, you are some grade A.
Yes, but never a woman.
Trust me, the
You're a sniper?
What gave me away?
The gun.
Don't take this the wrong way, but girl, it's a damn good thing you're hot.
You should get medical
The
help.
lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he? Look, you don't see the others crying.
Well, let's see. You're a weak link. I know it, you know it, and 1st Recon knows it. Do something about it.
Damn. Never had you pegged for the drill instructor type, but you got my attention. You can tell the lieutenant that I finally caved. I'll... get help. There's a Dr. Usanagi who's supposed to be good at this sort of thing. Yeah, I always scare...
Hey.
Hey, oi.
That red beret's looking good, soldier. What can I do for you?
Gonna get help from Dr.
I
Usanagi.
caught the tail end of what you said to her. Betsy looked like she'd been slapped right back into basic for a few seconds there. Let's hope that Betsy sticks with the treatment. Knowing her, she won't keep seeing Usanagi if she feels things are taking too long. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy is coming.
Okie dokie.
Hey there, miss. 10 of Spades. 1st Recon sharpshooter. At your surface.
Dennis Spades, where'd you get that name?
The LT. Gorobets gave it to me. See, I wanted to be Ace of Spades. But the LT says, sorry kid, you're too green.
You're
So he calls me 10
certainly
instead.
not Lenny.
It's okay though. I get a few more kills under my belt. He'll move me up to Jack. Jack of Spades. Sounds better, right?
Damn right it
I
does.
keep at it. Eventually I'll make it to Ace. Think I'll skip Queen though.
Yeah, you might want to try. How long you been a sharpshooter?
As long as I can remember. Had a rifle in my hand since I was 3. That's what my dad always says. Learned to shoot on our ramp.
Are you alright?
Oh yeah, fine.
Oh, good, good. Sure I don't.
Oh, they recruited me, what, a year?
I'd rather not bring up what happened to Corporal Betsy. Seems rude.
Howdy. Name Sterling, 1st Recon.
Yeah, you're right, we never met.
Got a good memory.
Interesting rifle you got there? Lever action, right?
I called her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself.
That's a nice looking
Been
rifle.
shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl.
Damn
The
right.
other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets.
And can you? How long you been stationed?
Used to be a ranger.
Stationed?
One of the
Stationed.
first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
Why'd you leave?
Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good.
Jesus.
Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
How'd you escape?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up.
Bunch
I
of
crawled out
dumbasses.
there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. I guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
How long you been stationed?
Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out. Till then, we'll man the whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I'd still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us.
Dicks, aren't they?
Oh.
Well, yeah, so. Still plenty we can do here.
Wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
Oh yeah, Boone. He's first recon too, isn't he? I think I can get what a quest for one of the most disturbing faults I know of. I'm looking forward to that.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
I love the vaults. I might have mentioned that in Fallout 3, but they are my favorite part of this series. The way they're just so messed up.
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
You got something to say, or do you stick out like a sore thumb around?
Need any help?
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for.
Oh, I can.
We captured an honest-to-God Centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
That a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion, from Caesar on down, will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
Truth drug, perhaps?
Don't have anything like that. Sounds nice. But even if we did, I don't know that I'd be comfortable using it. If there's any risk of overdose, it's not worth it. Asshole's too valuable.
Try beating him.
I like the way you think. If I said... Problem is that the... But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
Ooh. I can do
I
that.
think if... So let's do this. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our...
Let's get
That's
started.
the spirit. Long time no see, Silus.
Lieutenant. I was just thinking about you.
Well, this ought to be good.
That's so.
I was. I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
Do tell.
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It grows around.
It's all the rage in fashion circles.
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Fine. I'm already in, so you can't stop me. I see
What an
you,
ugly
Luz.
little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
I think you're confused. I'm with the excrement right now.
You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Tell me, what did the Legion do to you? Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family before... Whatever it was, I hope...
Oh, you must miss giving orders now that all your men are dead.
Foot soldiers of the Legion are trained not to have to think for themselves. To have conflict removed from their minds. They kill themselves to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the tiniest iota of information to my captors.
How could you? Sounds to me like you were just too gutless to follow Caesar's orders.
I'll show you gutless, you sniveling bastard. I'll spill your guts all over this room. Get away from me. Get away from me.
Is something the matter, Silus? You look upset. I don't know. I thought she seemed like a nice lady.
Your friend is a miserable fucking degenerate.
That's a long walk, Silus. I don't think it's gonna happen. You'd better just talk.
If we were on the other side of the river, I'd have her torn apart by dogs.
If you don't like dealing with me, I can bring my friend back in.
Your tactics are a joke.
Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you.
I didn't leave. The hell's going on?
We don't have anything to discuss, worm.
But I want to know how a coward can attain the rank of Centurion.
Coward? I've faced odds that would make your NCR soldiers wet themselves. I've led charges against men with guns, carrying only my knife. And I can tell you, it was they who feared me. But suicide is a weak death on a battlefield. It says to your enemy that you fear capture. It says if you're caught, you can be broken.
And if you can't go through with it, you look even weaker.
You think I'm going to slit my throat for some megalomaniacal self-appointed dictator? I didn't work my way up to have it all be taken from me out of some irrational paranoia. Caesar's losing it. I believe that. He's been shutting himself in his tent. Privately, he complains of headaches. Whatever it is, it's affecting his ability to lead.
Is that so?
Time was essential for my mission, but we waited 3 days for him to dispatch us. Another of his headaches. Does that sound like a man in command? He has an operative planted in this very base, but does he use his agent to rescue me? No. He's content to have the agent spend his nights radioing troop positions back to our base camp. He knows I'm here, and he's left me to rot.
Don't you feel better now that you've divulged all those state secrets?
I hope the Legion burns your wretched body at the stake when they conquer this place. Nothing I could tell you would do anything to stop that. Get away from me.
You did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little... And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw...
Hey, who are you?
Not big on reading...
Not gonna discuss the fact that he just said there's someone in here who's a spy?
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
There's a freaking spy! Why are we not discussing this in detail? I mean, is it me? Am I the one who's not getting it? You can tell me. Stuck. There's a doctor around here I need to speak to. Oh, two of them, really. What is that doctor I would need to talk to about?
You got something to say, or do you always look like that?
What, with my mouth hanging open or something?
Go on through, soldier.
No, thank you. Although I don't know why you'd need to be guarding this. I mean, it's... Oh. Nifty. Not what I need right now, but it's nifty. Well, technically it is what I need right now, but I'm looking for that quest. Gotta be here somewhere. Maybe it's in a different building. Heck if I know.
What is it? Nice to meet you.
What do you do here?
So I work with Colonel Shu on... Lately, it's been less about that, and more about figuring out how that information is getting... It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir-crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit.
Okay, just wanted to make sure they didn't convert that into an office. I was about to say, why does it sound like there's a train that runs here after it's been so long? But then I remembered the train does run. Am I not in the right place?
That red beret's looking good. If it's bad news, you can...
Having trouble?
I've got...
Give me their
First
names.
one calls herself Violet. God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her. Then there's Driver Nafai. And finally, I'm not gonna feed you any bull. You go after... You've got... It's... Oh. One... You... That right. Well, well, well. Driver Nafai. Nothing to say, you son of a bitch? No tips on my golf swing? Lost a lot of good men to this psychopath. Morale's gonna be better now that he's gone. Here's the bounty I promised. I guess we can send first recon down to Camp Forlorn Hope.
More? Where's Violet?
Violet it is. Wish I could give you more advice on how to bring her down. Just watch out for the dogs. She raises them herself. Might as well be their mother. I never leave her side.
Where can I find her?
Good question. Fiend territory is southeast of here, but they range all over the area. None of them
Anything else?
You've gone after the Fiend's...
I want that quest. I want that vault. It's so good. And dangerous. Things in there can tear you apart. El Rey Motel. Camatic. Phi. A phi, I say. The very reason I don't touch those things. I swear that was where you get that quest, but I guess I was wrong. I also swear there was a method to finding out who that operative was. Maybe I ballsed it up. Not surprise me. Probably should have asked him who the operative was rather than taunt him on the fact that he just gave away the information.
Ugh, looks like I forgot to lock the...
Got something against the NCR?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe. The NCR makes a habit out of wrecking homes.
Ugh.
I came out here to get away from them.
I just
Didn't
gotta
work
look at
out
his
so
face.
well. Next thing I know, I'm squatting in their land. Never mind that I already been living here for years.
It's like Bernie Sanders with more hair and a darker skin tone.
Do?
What'd you do before?
I was a soldier.
Actually, at the time this game was made, it might have been what Bernie Sanders actually looked like.
I don't handle buying and selling. Out here, working...
What you got there, robot?
Welcome, sir.
What you got?
I am ready.
Better be good shit. Good shit indeed. A freaking chainsaw? Yeah, I know I'm using a lot of money here, but shut up. Shut up, phone. Pleasure doing business.
Come.
Now then. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Right. Still want to get this thing done. Freeside East Gate. Crimson Caravan. So that'll help me recruit Cass at some point.
Hey there. Here's the rest of the payment I promised.
What's next for you?
I'm getting ready to run a caravan up towards Utah. There's a town called New Canaan which is supposed to be pretty prosperous. The Crimson Caravan doesn't have any branches out that way, so it'll be up.
What are the rules of Caravan?
It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pot. You build. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids. So, it's why you won't see caravan in any casino. Here, take this holo. So.
Not right now. I might figure out how to do that later. I don't know.
If you're looking to buy or sell.
What you got? I'm mostly looking for for unique weapons, is what I was trying to say. Gridiron on his head. Stress and the Modern Refugee, a primer. Tiny, tiny babies, all you need to know about pediatric medicine. Gridiron on his head. anywhere close to where I need to go? Or am I wasting my time? Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. An enemy Brahmin? Let me get this straight. This was a mole rat ranch, but the mole rats were all killed by a Brahmin. Okay.
Welcome to the New Vegas. If you've got the...
Corporal Betsy from First Recon will be coming to you for mental treatment.
Mental trauma can be just as debilitating as physical injuries. Fortunately, I'm well qualified in such treatment. I'll make time in my schedule.
Dudley, what kind of implants do you have?
I have several. I've also got 2 much more expensive implants. The other implant induces a mild regenerative effect.
Ooh.
One other thing I forgot to mention.
Yeah, that's fine. Regenerating.
That's the Phoenix monocyte. The implant is very...
You got it.
Have a seat in the...
Now I can Wolverine.
Evening.
Anyway, I'm the Blues 32. This is Fallout New Vegas. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.